Now we welcome one... Guys, I'm the worst reader.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 craziest moments from the Billboard Music Awards. For this list, we'll be looking at the wildest and most unforgettable BBMA moments that we still can't believe actually happened. Are there any Billboard Music Awards moments you think we're crazy for leaving off our list? Let us know in the comments. Number 20. Destiny's Child Sing Their Thanks. 11th Billboard Music Awards. As the evening of the 2000 BBMAs came to a close, it was finally time for the award we'd all been waiting for, Artist of the Year. And the competition was fierce. However, after Rob Thomas said their name,
the Artist of the Year is Destiny's Child.
A very surprised-looking Destiny's Child made their way to the stage. After thanking everyone on Earth who'd supported them, the ladies saved an extra special thank you for the big guy upstairs in song form. Amen. Yes, during their acceptance speech, they quite literally started singing praises. Unconventional? Perhaps. But when these three harmonize together, they always sound heavenly, and they totally rocked this impromptu performance. Number 19. Rebel Wilson presents Top New Artist Award, 25th Billboard Music Awards. This comedic actress is well known for her zany sense of humor, and of course, she brought it in abundance to the 25th Billboard Music Awards.
Guys, I've come straight from the royal wedding. The reception was out of control.
Wilson took to the stage in a hot pink gown, claiming to have come straight from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding. Apparently, she had a few words with the Queen over who she believed should be next in line for the throne.
I went up to the Queen and I said, maybe like when you move on, maybe just give the crown to Beyonce.
Wilson's jokes were a bit hit and miss, but she nonetheless topped it off with a bit of physical comedy as she struggled to open the envelope before announcing Khalid as the winner.
Khalid!
Number 18. Taylor Swift's arena-wide performance of 20th Billboard Music Awards. T. Swift knows how to put on a show. The bigger, the better, right?
It feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes.
And does it get much bigger or better than this performance? Swift begins her performance backstage, gradually and elaborately bringing it all to the main stage. It's really quite spectacular, and there's so much thrown into it. Dancing on a table, a grand bicycle entrance, a memorable look, and an epic dance break from the Jabberwockies crew. Plus, just when you think the performance has peaked, she goes in that much harder. It's bright, colorful, bubbly, energetic, and exhilarating all at the same time. And it definitely felt like one of those nights. Number 17. Chrissy Teigen's Weird Intro, 22nd Billboard Music Awards. Chrissy Teigen isn't exactly one to shy away from speaking her mind.
Honestly, I am just excited to be here. I can't even believe I'm getting paid for this.
While that often makes for great entertainment, it can also make things pretty awkward. Take, for instance, the time she explained her credentials for hosting the BBMAs and continuously dropped gags about her husband throughout the night.
And I bang a musician. Hey!
Arguably, though, her cringiest quip came while she was introducing Meghan Trainor and John Legend, who were about to sing together.
Performing like I'm gonna lose you, Meghan Trainor, and a guy who is like a brother to me, John Legend.
Yes, we know it was a joke, but it's probably one that could have gone without making. Needless to say, we needed a musical performance to get our minds off of how cringy the whole thing was. Number 16, Dave Grohl and Triumph, Banter on Stage, 14th Billboard Music Awards. We all know these award shows can feel endless, especially when you're in the room with no escape.
Well, I got a couple questions tonight.
Yes, what do you want?
So, presenters, performers, and hosts typically try to keep things as lighthearted and humor-filled as they can. We're not sure if this unlikely comedy duo is either of those things. Together, Foo Fighters' Dave Grohl and Triumph the Insult Comic Dog savagely take down several of the attendees and nominees in the room.
I saw Britney at the AMAs. I haven't seen lip-syncing that convincing since Barney the Dinosaur.
Their set received a mixed reaction from the audience, and many of their jokes certainly wouldn't fly today. This is one of those moments we have to rewatch to remind ourselves that it wasn't just a fever dream, it was truly barking.
Triumph says, "You suck!"
I kid!
He kids, he's kidding.
Number 15, Britney and Rihanna's Racy Performance, 18th Billboard Music Awards. In 2011, these two musical icons got everyone hot under the collar, albeit for various reasons, with their steamy performance of S&M.
Feels so good being bad. There's no way I'm turning back.
It starts with Riri dominating the stage as she sings while wearing handcuffs, but then she's joined by Spears, and together they turn up the heat so high we're still cooling off. It was a spicy performance, complete with sexy costumes, sultry moves, and a pillow fight.
Apparently, some viewers felt uncomfortable with this uninhibited display of female sexuality.
It's just as well that ABC chose not to air the kiss the pair reportedly shared. Otherwise, some heads might have exploded. Number 14, BTS Army drowns out the group, 25th Billboard Music Awards. If there's one word we can use to describe the BTS Army, it's dedicated.
I wanna be a
In fact, they're so dedicated that they turned up in their millions, 300 million to be precise, to secure the group's win in the 2017 fan-voted Top Social Artist category. If that doesn't prove their loyalty enough, just listen to the performance of Fake Love from the following year's award show. In case you were wondering, that sound you hear of fans screaming their heads off isn't part of the official track. But the Army was present and couldn't quite contain their excitement, and we can't say we blame them. We're not even sure if they could hear the group singing. Number 13, TLC brings T-Boz to the stage, 6th Billboard Music Awards. Tion T-Boz Watkins was absent from the Billboard Music Awards the same year the group happened to win in several categories.
And the number one R&B single of the year is Creep by TLC.
But her bandmates, Lisa Left Eye Lopez and Razonda Chili Thomas, still found a way to make her part of the momentous occasion. And the best part? They also managed to coordinate outfits. Cardboard cutout T-Boz even gets in on the hugs before the group heads to the stage.
You know our girl is, she's not feeling too well. She couldn't make it tonight. We brought her along anyway.
They seem unsure where to place their 2D bandmate, but the sentiment is sweet. Well, you know what they say about the band who carries around cardboard cutouts to accept awards together.
Thank you, we love you.
Number 12, Psy and Tracy Morgan's Dance Off, 20th Billboard Music Awards. Well, here's a moment we didn't have on our 20th Billboard Music Awards bingo cards. Following his international breakthrough with Gangnam Style, the BBMAs invited South Korean artist Psy to serve as a presenter.
I'm here to introduce you one of the most exciting singers and dancers all time.
Only he's interrupted by comedian and actor Tracy Morgan as Psy's hit Gentleman plays. The pair then engage in a brief and hysterical dance-off. Psy busts out some of his most recognizable moves before syncing up with Morgan and ending the friendly competition with a hug. It's not the collaboration any of us could have imagined, but it's honestly iconic. And who knows, maybe there's a music video collab in their future.
Love you, man!
Number 11, Blink 182, Bear All, 10th Billboard Music Awards. In 1999, Blink 182 celebrated the great success of their coming-of-age rock anthem, What's My Age Again?
Nobody likes you when you're 23.
If you recall, the accompanying music video sees the band running through the streets naked. During the '99 BBMA's opening sketch, the group paid homage to the music video by running around Vegas, you guessed it, in the nude. Eventually, the group emerges on stage, covering themselves only with Billboard posters. Think it can't get much weirder? The group further draws the audience's attention to their nether regions as they help introduce the evening's hosts, Kathy Griffin and Adam Carolla.
Adam Carolla and Kathy Griffin.
Needless to say, it was an unforgettable introduction from each member. Number 10, Prince's musical medley acceptance speech, 20th Billboard Music Awards. Acceptance speeches, eh? You've heard one, you've pretty much heard them all, right? Well, not when it's being given by musical legend Prince. While receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award, the icon bucked the typical thank yous and instead graced the crowd with a medley of hits, including Let's Go Crazy and Fix Your Life Up. Few artists go harder than Prince, and even fewer make it look this effortless.
Tell me how some people walk in the sun while others just walk in the dark.
We can only imagine the crowd's delight and excitement when they realized what they were about to witness live. It was so fire that even those of us watching on TV felt like we were right there in the room.
Are we gonna let the elevator burn?
Number 9, Nicki Minaj gives a lap dance, 20th Billboard Music Awards. No one can say Nicki Minaj doesn't know how to put on a show. But for this rendition of High School, she toned things down, opting for a simple, albeit glitzy outfit and breaking out her best moves. In fact, we'd argue that this might be one of her most understated performances. Well, it might have been, until they brought out the chair and Lil Wayne's face said it all. Minaj turned up the heat by straddling her co-performer and giving us some major twerkage. Even the artists themselves seem surprised they pulled it off, as both can be seen giggling after the song ends.
All that ass.
Number 8, Pink performs Just Like Fire, 23rd Billboard Music Awards. Pink's performances are always a sight to behold, but she elevated this one to new heights, and it was lit. Puns definitely intended.
And I'm walking on a wire, trying to go higher.
What didn't this performance have?
Aerial acrobatics, dancing, a rap verse, and a clock face engulfed in flames.
With so much going on, just the fact that Pink didn't miss a beat or run out of breath is insane. We practically forgot to breathe just taking it all in. To say that this performance was just like fire would be an understatement, honestly. And that big finale? Talk about going out in a blaze of glory.
No one can be just like me anyway, just like fire.
Number 7, Wiz Khalifa Forgot Someone, 23rd Billboard Music Awards. Look, we get it, you've just won. You're excited and emotional. A billion thoughts are probably racing through your mind, and you might even be a little nervous.
First off, thanks. Shout out to all the other artists in the category.
So, remembering to acknowledge every person who helped you get there might feel rather overwhelming. Still, while accepting the Top Hot 100 Song Award, Wiz Khalifa remembered to thank plenty of people, from his fans to his family and even God.
My management, Taylor Gang, Smack.
But there's one person who didn't get a shout out, his See You Again song collaborator, Charlie Puth. Majorly awkward. We hope the next time he was up for an award, he jotted down a few notes. You know, just in case.
Peace and love, everybody. I love y'all. Thank you.
Number 6, Katy Perry performs Birthday, 21st Billboard Music Awards. What's a birthday without a cake and balloons? For one lucky birthday girl, this was a celebration she and the rest of us wouldn't soon forget. Perry, who was on the UK leg of her Prism tour, couldn't be there in person, but still blew us away with this over-the-top and bonkers performance of Birthday. Okay, who do we have to contact to get Perry to throw our birthday bashes from now on? The birthday girl she invited from the crowd was made to sit on a rising cake throne, while dancers spun around her on huge candles. Perry, floating over the audience from a bunch of balloons, was just the icing on the cake.
Happy birthday.
Number 5. Britney Spears' Megamix, 23rd Billboard Music Awards. In 2016, Billboard honored Britney with their Millennium Award. She opened their show with a medley so epic that there was no dispute over who was the true princess of pop. This performance marked her comeback after a short hiatus, but she clearly hadn't lost her unique spark or ability to captivate audiences. Singing hit after hit, there are so many tempo and vibe changes, not to mention a giant guitar, yet Brit seemingly never stopped for a second. To top it all off, she ended with a magnetic version of Toxic. If we said we could watch this till the world ends, would you hold it against us? Number 4. Who runs the stage? Beyoncé, 18th Billboard Music Awards. Inspired by Italian pop star Lorella Cuccarini, Beyoncé outdid herself with a visual spectacular while performing her hit feminist anthem.
We won this mother. We won this mother.
Just how do you compete with that level of showmanship? There's an interactive backdrop and an army of Beyoncés, and of course, her signature power moves. She's then joined by an ensemble of live dancers who help drive the message home with some fierce choreography. They took things to the next level, turned it up several notches, and then knocked it straight out of the park. It was the perfect balance of powerful statement and creative masterpiece. By the end, we were ready to fall in line and join the feminist revolution. Number 3. Justin Bieber gets booed, 20th Billboard Music Awards. You don't have to love Justin Bieber, but can we all just agree that this was too much? While accepting the fan-voted Milestone Award, Biebs approached the stage to both cheers and boos. It's hard not to feel a little heartbroken seeing his initial crestfallen reaction. The 19-year-old pop star waited for the crowd to quiet down before reminding them how young he is.
I'm 19 years old. I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
If you ask us, he handled the situation with plenty of grace and maturity, and his ability to remain so composed is commendable. To the audience members who cheered twice as loud to drown out the haters, we see you, and you deserve an award of your own.
Thank you guys so much, fans. You're incredible.
Number 2. Miguel's Badly Timed Jump, 20th Billboard Music Awards. If you ever dreamed of being so close to your idols that you can practically touch them, this may change your mind. During his BBMA performance, Miguel went over and beyond, energetically maneuvering the stage and even attempting an unplanned leap over the audience. Let's just say this show-stopping trick failed to land and unfortunately resulted in quite an ill-timed encounter with a couple of audience members. Miguel styled out the misstep and kept going almost as if he hadn't jumped on two unlucky bystanders. Although he met with one of the injured crowd members later on, he did end up getting sued.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Michael Jackson performs as a hologram, 21st Billboard Music Awards. Even posthumously, no one can compete with the king of pop.
She dances in the sheets at night. She dances to his needs.
Resurrected via hologram, Jackson steps out of a portrait to perform his song, Slave to the Rhythm. The craziest part is just how realistic and believable it all is. Like, he actually seems to be interacting with all of the various elements that make up this insane performance.
She can't be rude as she says, I must be home tonight.
The synchronicity with the dancers is phenomenal, and it almost looks as though he was the one who choreographed all the pyrotechnics. And of course, it wouldn't be an MJ performance without his iconic moves or solo dance break. As he returns to his golden throne, we're reminded of his reign in music history.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.